Hello everybody, welcome to math class today. We are continuing to work on improper fractions. Does anyone remember what those are from yesterday? 2 people remember, 3, 4 people, 5 people, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, okay, I hope you remember at home. Abby, what's an improper fraction?
An improper fraction is when I forgot what it's called. I think it's the denominator.
Yeah.
The denominator is smaller than the numerator.
Okay, so somebody else, give me an example of an improper fraction. Any one you want. Cadence?
Where the denominator is on top instead of the bottom.
Okay, well, give me an example of one.
I don't know.
Do you want to bounce it on?
364, 6.
Oh my, yeah. That's a little top heavy, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely an improper fraction. Okay, can someone give me another example of one that might not be quite so crazy big? Hayden?
10 sevenths?
10 sevenths, perfect. Let's take one more. Quentin?
1,000 twos?
1,000 halves, yes. All right. So you guys get what improper fractions are, right? Top's bigger than the bottom. And yesterday we worked at looking at pictures, and from the picture we could write the improper fraction. I think you all did really well. So I want to see thumbs, first of all. A thumb straight up means I got it. A thumb to the side means I am really close, and a thumb down means I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we got a lot of ups and a lot of sides, so I hope at home you're feeling the same. So today we're going to keep thinking about improper fractions, and we're going to start on page, what was it? 168. All right, and I need a reader to start here in the black and then read the yellow. Zoe, nice and loud.
Read the problem below. Then explore different ways to write whole numbers as fractions with
Denominators.
Of 1.
And you can read this part. His name's Damari.
Damari had 5 sticker sheets showing race cars. He did not cut or divide the sheets into separate stickers. How can you write the number of sticker sheets as a fraction?
Okay. Now, turn on your brains. Are they on? Okay, make sure they're on, because this might just blow your mind. He has sticker sheets. These are just regular old sticker sheets, right? Like I have, that I put stickers on your papers with. So he has 5 of them. Are they split up into any amounts inside? So how many shapes are inside each sticker sheet? Josiah?
1.
That's my denominator, guys. Right? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
If these were split into 2 pieces, my denominator would have to be 2. But technically, and it's kind of even funny to think about it this way, this is one whole shape in here. It's not split up at all. So my denominator is 1, right?
That's weird.
Okay. Now, how many sticker sheets are there? Hayden?
5.
So to write 5 whole things as a fraction, you write 5 over 1. That's the first one. We're going to keep working on this, so no panics, okay? But so far, are you with me why that makes sense? Our denominator is always how many pieces our shapes are broken up into. So you can look at a whole shape and say, well, it's in one shape. It's in one piece. And we have 5 of those. Now, we all know this is a division sign. So really what this means is 5 divided by 1, which is 5. We have 5 sticker sheets. You don't need to worry about that. I'm just kind of explaining. In the future, you'll understand that. So I need to scroll down, and we're going to talk about the model it and what's beneath it. So I need a reader to read model it. Josiah.
You can use a number line to help you write a whole number as a fraction with the denominator of 1.
All right, so this number line shows whole numbers on the top, fractions on the bottom. Now everyone pay close attention. Let's see if the pattern works. I need your eyes, your ears, your attention. We can't do that zone off stuff we did yesterday, okay? All right, 0, 0. We on the same page? There's nothing, right? We're at the beginning of our number line. Okay. 1. Well, look how they wrote it as a fraction. Does that work?
Yeah.
Do I just put the number over 1? Okay, what about 2? Did they do the same thing? They just put 2 over a 1? Okay, does the pattern continue?
Yes.
Okay, now let's say I had 12 whole things. If this number line kept going, how would I write 12 as a fraction? Bless you. Quentin?
12 ones.
12 over 1. You guys got it. What if this number line went on so far that I had 100 things on the top? How would I write that as a fraction?
100 over
Oh,
1.
boop, 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 boop.
100 over 1.
100 over 1. Okay, that's mostly what we're doing today. Can we handle this?
Yeah.
I think we can. All right. Notice that the spaces between whole numbers are not divided into parts. So, usually when we go to 0 to 1, we've had to do, like 1/4, 1/2. We've had to do all those little marks. That's not on here. So we are just looking at whole numbers. All right, I'm going to scroll down again to the next page, and I need a reader to read Connect It. Abby, and you can read the problem underneath it.
Connect it. Now you will solve the problem. Now you solve the problem from the previous page. Look at the rectangles in the pictures. Explain how you know each hole has only one part.
Okay. So I don't have the picture up here anymore. Is it the rectangle pictures? Or the squares? Those are rectangles. Okay. So look at those rectangles. Your eyeball should be on 168. Explain how you knew each hole had only one part. How did we know the rectangle denominator was 1? Josiah?
Because the shapes are not split up into pieces.
Yeah, the shapes weren't split into equal parts, right? So that's number 8. Go ahead, write with me. The shapes were not split up into equal parts. So if we don't split something into 2 pieces, then we have to say it's 1 piece. Give you about 10 more seconds to finish writing that down. If you have finished it, go ahead, pre-read number 9 and start thinking about your answer. All right, number 9. How many parts do the 5 sticker sheets make altogether? Altogether, how many parts do we have? I'm gonna call some victims if I don't. Zoe? 5. Yep. Because each sheet's only one part. That's pretty easy. What does the numerator of a fraction show? Just in any general fraction. And I will remind you over here, we've got some tips. Hayden.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Okay, be more specific.
Like for improper fractions, it's basically how much stickers it is.
Okay. So the numerator shows us
The whole.
how many, let's read it up here. This has it in great words. Shows the number of parts compared to the whole or whole group. So it shows the number of parts shaded. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Numerator shows the number of parts shaded. Nice job. Once you finish that, go ahead, read the next one. I bet you can figure it out. All right, now, I know we could understand it. Sometimes it's hard to put it into words. Does anyone want to try to explain what the denominator of a fraction shows? The bottom number of a fraction, what does it tell us? This is tricky. Abby, thanks for giving it a shot.
It tells us how many how many stickers there are.
Okay, so how many parts of the whole, right? Now, I really like the way they've explained it on this little card. And it says that a denominator shows the total number of parts of the whole or the whole group. You guys like that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use it. So, denominator shows the total number of parts. Make sure you're writing with me. In the whole. So that would be like if I just had one shape split up and, okay, so that would be that example. In the whole or whole group, and I'll show you what that means. So the whole group would be if I had like 2 pies like we talked about yesterday. And let's say I had 5 of them shaded. So my numerator, or my denominator, sorry, shows the total number of parts in the whole group, right? Okay. Questions on number 9, 10, or 11? We're almost done. Number 12. Write the number of sticker sheets as a fraction. Use the fraction below as a guide. All right, so the number of equal parts we have. Let's look back at our stickers. How many equal parts did we have?
1.
Well, actually, I like to start with my denominator. That's just kind of how I am. The denominator is always how many equal parts your shape is split into. So look at one square. How many parts are we splitting our shape into? 1. Okay? We already actually wrote this. Make sure we're listening. We're almost to the end. Don't give up on me now. Okay, denominator's 1 because it's not split up into any shapes inside the square. Or the rectangles, I apologize. Now, how many equal parts do we have? Hayden?
5.
5. There are 5 rectangles. Explain how to write a whole number as a fraction with a denominator of 1. If I have a whole number of things, let's say 5 kittens because they're cute. If I wanted to write that as a fraction, what do I put in my denominator? Be brave. You guys know. Josiah?
What you put in your denominator is 5 ones.
So 1 goes in the bottom, right? Can we say this is true? Anytime I want to write a whole number of things as a fraction, I just put it over a 1?
Yeah.
Let's keep thinking. Okay, how many water bottles do we have in our classroom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we'll count my card. 12, okay? If I wanted to write the amount of water bottles in our classroom as a fraction, how would I write it? Hayden?
12 ones.
12 ones. If I wanted to write the number of cats I have as a fraction, I have 3 cats, how would I write that? Zoe?
3 ones.
3 ones. If I wanted to write the number of students in our classroom right now,
13.
how would I write that?
Wait, 15
Abby?
ones.
15 ones. If we were all in the room. Right now we have a lot less than 15. But yeah, I think you guys have it. So if you have a whole number of things, no parts of a fraction, you just put it over a 1. All right? So I'm not going to make you write that down there. But at the very bottom of the page, we have one final problem to work on. So please raise your hand if you would like to read the try it. Hayden, nice and loud.
Try it. Use what you just learned writing a whole number of a fraction with a denominator of 1 to solve these problems.
All right. Get this erased really quick. All right. Use this number line. Write a fraction that is equivalent to 7. Okay, now we've done this a lot. We've already looked at a number line. If you haven't seen the pattern before, look at it now. When I have 2 whole things, I write it as 2 over 1. 3 whole things, 3 over 1. This goes on infinitely, okay? We can go on forever and ever. So when I get to the 7, everybody write down here what you would write as a fraction to make 7 whole things a fraction. Then check my work, make sure I did it right. We all good?
No.
No?
Yours is wrong.
Okay, well, someone raise your hand first. I made a mistake. Cadence, what did I do wrong?
You read the 1 at 7 instead of the 1.
Oh, okay. If I put the same number on the top and bottom, actually what that means, guys, that always means one whole thing. So this means 1. So that does not belong with 7. That doesn't match. So how can I fix it? How do I need to fix it? Emma?
Run the denominator into a 1.
Denominator has to be a 1. All right? So anytime they say make a whole number into a fraction, you just put that over 1. All right? And that's that. Pretty easy lesson today. So we've got to keep track. Improper fractions are what? What's an improper fraction? Quentin?
An improper fraction is the on the top number, like the top number is bigger than the bottom.
Correct. So are these improper fractions?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Okay?
All of these.
And if I give you a whole number of things and tell you to turn it into a fraction, you would do that by doing what? Chloe, can you tell me? What do I have to put my number over to make any whole number a fraction? 1. Okay? That's that. All right. Thank you all at home for tuning in. I hope this made sense to you, and I will see you tomorrow.